Hey everyone, it's Alonda. Welcome back to Living on Zepbound. Today I wanted to discuss with you a new tool that I've run across. So, like many of you, I watched The Downsize with Lorraine and Christopher. And last week I just happened to be watching one of their episodes where Lorraine brought in a guy named Al who had created a GLP-1 weight tracker. Now, I was quite intrigued with the information that he was presenting because it really does help me answer a question that not only you all have asked me, but that I've actually asked myself. And that question is, how long will I stay on a GLP-1? And when I say GLP-1, I'm meaning tirzepatide or Zepbound. Well, because of his tracker, which again is called Weight Tracker, I'll pop the little, picture right here. It actually helps me to determine that information. Now, being 100% transparent, I've been on Zepbound. I just finished up week 47, so I'm beginning week 48. So finished week 47, beginning week 48. And so far, I've lost over 65 pounds. Now, I say over 65 because I kind of play around. Some days I'm 67. The other day I was 68. And the girl got real excited. And then 2 days later, when I stepped on the scale, it wasn't 68. So just for my own mental sake and clarity, I say 65.5. I've digressed. So Weight Tracker is an app that he designed, and the idea is that you put in your information and it gives you a estimate or a guesstimate on how long it will take you to hit your goal weight. Now, I know some of you have said, I don't actually have a goal weight. Some of y'all are actually looking at your BMI. Some of you all are just trying to find a healthy balance. Some of you are looking at just not being labeled overweight or obese. Whatever the case is, if you are like me and you have asked yourself, how long do I have to be on this medication? This tool is there to help you. So let's dive into it. The app itself is only for iPhones right now. He's working on an Android version, but for right now, it is Apple-based. We'll click Weight Tracker. This is the home page. There is a simulation for Jill. There's a simulation for Jack, but we're going to click on Alonda. And yes, I know, I spelled my name incorrectly. I'm working on it. Now, this is when I did the simulation today. But here, if you look inside, I've already typed in my information week 1 through week 18. Now, together, we're going to put in week 19. I'll get into that in just a moment. But I've already gone through. And yes, I know, I'm on week 48. If you're new to this, go ahead and start typing it now. But let's look at week 48. So week 48, I was on 7.5 milligrams of Zepbound. Current weight at that time was 227.7. And I did have a little bit of nausea. It gives you the option to take notes in here. So this is where I wrote down where I actually gave myself the injection. I would hope that later he does a drop down for this. But so I did not have vomiting. I did not have constipation. I did not have diarrhea. And yes, I know that's typoed. They'll probably fix that. But let's go ahead and look at week 19 together. So it already has put me at 12.5, and I was not at 12.5, but I was on Zepbound. And then I'm going to go in and change the dosage, 7.5. And it gives you the option if you want to keep going for the next few months. I said no. Let me click that again. All right, here we go. We're going to have to come back to that in a second. But let's put in the weight for that week. This is the only other thing. I wish it would automatically simulate from the previous week. Okay, sorry for that. So I am going to go ahead and put in what happened for week 19. I did not have any nausea, no vomiting, little bit of constipation. I should change that to mild, and no diarrhea. It does ask my opinion on how the week went. I just say good unless something really happened, then I would change that. If you notice how it's saying save at the bottom, it moves. All right, so again, I'm going to put in my notes. I ended up doing a left injection on my belly, so let's type that in. Again, I hope they do a drop down for this at some point. I'm going to press save, and you see how it says save data? I can't get it to 100 until the dosage is fixed, so let me play around with that. Again, this is a new program, so there are some little kinks and bugs. Okay, still not there yet, so let's go back up. Again, I'm on 48. If you're like week 12, week 14, you can zip through this. All right, 100% data. All done. Yeah, this is my only little thing is you want to make sure you press save, because I pressed it and there were sometimes I had to go back and forth because it didn't save. All right, now let's run simulation. And down here it can tell you where you can kind of guesstimate some stuff. Now it's telling me that I am currently, or should be, at 199 based on the information that I put in. And as you know, I am 197. But I did have, some stuff going on. So, like I said, that's the thing. It doesn't actually add in, like if you are in your cycle and what might happen with your cycle. But it does give you a good idea on how long it'll take you to get to your ideal goal weight. And this is settings. All right, so in closing, I hope this was very, very helpful for you. I know it's been helpful for me because along my journey, I have been tracking week to week and injection sites. And it helps me to kind of dictate what's going on with my body per se. Am I losing weight this week? Am I having side effects with certain injection locations? Like I know if I give myself a shot in the back of my arm, I'm going to get insomnia. I figured that out because I've been tracking. But as much as I love my little paper tracker, I've been known to skip some weeks because I get busy. I'm giving myself the injection in the morning. I'm running around. I'm coming back and I'm like, oh, how much did I weigh? What was my weight? And then 2 weeks go by and I'm like, dang, I still forgot to write those down. And then I have to go back and watch my own videos to figure out what was actually going on for those 2 weeks that I did not track. So right now it is a free version. I do not remember if he said anything about a paid version, but I will link the downsized video down below. So if you want to watch it, Lorraine does meet with him. They talk about it. She actually gives him her data and he tracks it. So it's a cool little tool. Now, of course, it does not take into account some variables like your menstrual, if you go on vacation, your calorie deficit. It doesn't take those things in account. But I know for me at the time, I was 197 pounds, and that is exactly the estimate it gave me. It said, if you take this medication for 52 weeks, you will be 197 pounds. And that's what made me go, oh, I got to show everybody. Now, as of today, the day that I am filming this, I am 197.2. So I've actually gained 0.2. That could be salt, that could be inflammation, that could be that my menstrual starting this coming up week. It could be a whole lot of things. And that's, like I said, some of the stuff that the app doesn't take into account. So to each his own, but if you are new to a GLP-1 weight loss journey, you might want to use the tracker just to kind of get an estimate of how long you will be on a GLP-1. Y'all take care.